guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. So I'm at my brother's graduation, so I'm just waiting and seeing how this go. I cannot find him right now, so I'm planning to record the entire graduation. Hopefully I get to do so because I'm kind of sitting far from everything. So let's go.
Okay, let's go.
We'll go and take a picture.
No, come on,
No, India, no.
I'm waiting for them now, man. Sit down. Where can you get sit? Where?
The guests,
No, us. Like the
family,
Yeah.
this one. before you take your seat, I must tell you, you don't look good. You look good. Clap yourself, please. Alright, could you remain standing, please, while I invite Mr. Jeremy Pinnock, Head of Department, to apply to do the invocation. Mr. Sherman. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, I won't be long. It is with a spirit of gratitude that we gather here this afternoon, and it will be remiss of me not to share a verse of scripture before I offer prayers. Isaiah 58, verse 11 from the New International Version says, "The Lord will guide you always. He will satisfy your needs in a sun-scorched land and will strengthen your frame. You will be like a well-watered garden, like a spring whose waters never fail." And just a thought to go along with that verse, where God guides, He provides. Do you believe that? You have come to this graduation having been so successful. Put your hands together for yourselves. And it is because of the guidance, the guiding hand of the Lord while you're here. I believe and I know that as you go forward into different areas, and the Lord will continue to provide not just jobs and opportunities, but the successes that you'll have. I just want to encourage you to remember Portmore Community College, and I know some of you, the Lord will guide you right back here to pay some unpaid tuition. But wherever He guides your life, He will indeed provide. Could you bow your heads with me? Heavenly Father, we thank you for a beautiful afternoon. We are grateful for these guardians who have invested so much time, effort into their studies, and they have come to this point to reap the fruits of their labor. We thank you for their families and those around them that supported them on this journey. We thank you for the management and the staff at the Portmore Community College who was a part of this journey, supporting in every aspect, from the ancillary staff, the administrative, academic, the leadership. We are glad, Lord, that you have guided us all in every aspect of life. Nothing happens by chance. We thank you for the friends of these guardians, their classmates. We thank you, Lord, that over these years you have protected them. Many who attended classes on campus or online, you have been a source of protection. So much could have happened. We thank you even for the provision that you made. Provision in finances, provision in mental health. You have provided in every aspect of their lives. And so, Lord, even as we gather in this ceremony, we ask that you will guide them in the next facet of their life, that they will be successful, that they will be a blessing. We pray a blessing upon this ceremony, and that it will be one that will be inspirational, one that they will remember as they go forward to serve humanity. We ask all of these blessings in Jesus' name. Amen. You may be seated, please. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is John Sherman. I am happy, really happy to be here, especially in capacity as MC for this prestigious graduation ceremony. Congratulations to the graduates. You have made it. You have really made it. And to your God be praised. Amen. All right, welcome to you all. And at this time, I'm going to invite Mrs. Verona Dawkins, member of the Board of Management of the college, to give the official welcome and opening remarks. Mrs. Dawkins, please.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Awesome. This cannot be a celebration, and that's the afternoon I'm getting. Let's go again. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're talking. Thank you very much. I am here to read the welcome and opening remarks on behalf of the chairman of the board, Dr. Tamika Peart. And so at this point, I will do just that. The Board of Management at the Portmore Community College is honored to extend a warm welcome to all our distinguished guests, faculty members, staff, and most importantly, our students and graduates. Your presence here today reflects the commitment we all share in nurturing and empowering the minds of future leaders. Portmore Community College has always been a place that welcomes diversity, and today is no exception. Our institution prides itself on providing quality education, promoting inclusivity, and fostering a sense of community among our students and staff. The purpose of today's gathering is twofold. First, we want to celebrate the remarkable achievements of class of 2023. And please give yourselves a hand. And we want to acknowledge your hard work and dedication. Each of you has put in countless hours of studying, I'm sure, attending classes and participating in extracurricular activities. And we're here to recognize your outstanding accomplishments. And secondly, today's event serves as a reminder to all of us about the power of education and the limitless potential that lies within each and every one of our students. As an educational institution, it is our collective responsibility to provide a supportive environment that encourages growth, instills a love for learning, and prepares our students for the challenges that they will face in the future. Here at Portmore Community College, we believe that education is more than just learning from textbooks. It is about creating opportunities, shaping character, and fostering a passion for lifelong learning. We aim to equip our students with the necessary skills and knowledge, and will enable them to thrive in their chosen fields and make meaningful contributions to society. Before we proceed with our program, I would like to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude to every person who has contributed to the success of this event. To the organizing committee, thank you for your tireless efforts in putting together today's celebration. Your dedication and teamwork have made this event possible. To our esteemed faculty members and staff, and to Mrs. Corinne Richards, your commitment to educating, guiding, and supporting our students is truly commendable. Through your expertise and mentorship, our students have achieved much remarkable accomplishments. To the friends, family members, and communities of our students, we are grateful for your unwavering support throughout their educational journey. Your encouragement and belief in their abilities have undoubtedly played a significant role in their success. And finally, to the class of 2023, congratulations. Your achievements are a testament to your hard work, your determination and resilience. You have shown us what it means to strive for excellence, and we couldn't be prouder. Once again, welcome to the Portmore Community College, and thank you all for joining us in this celebration of academic success. Let us enjoy the program ahead and celebrate our students' achievements. Thank you.
Friends, well-wishers, and the guardians themselves. And please allow me the privilege of acknowledging some very special people in our midst this evening. A special welcome to our guest speaker, Mrs. Sophia Forbes-All, Director, Regional Educational Services, Region 6, Ministry of Education and Youth. Mrs. Michelle DeGoff, Education Officer, Ministry of Education and Youth. Mr. Arrington Roberts, President of the Alumni of the PCC. Mr. Robert Miller, Member of Parliament, St. Catherine Southeastern. Welcome, sir. And as we proceed, I may mention, as I learn of any of our guests who come later. Before I ask some persons to bring greetings, I'd like to quickly use the privilege of the MC to say something quickly to our graduates. Graduates, congrats again. And I'm going to make a quotation here from Nora Ephron. And it says, your education is a dress rehearsal for a life that is yours to lead. I will also mention a quote from Mark Twain. I have never let my schooling interfere with my education. And there's a reason why I mention those. Graduates, please don't mistake academic performance alone as your education. Don't. Your academic achievement is just a part of your education. All the values you have learned here, all the skills you have acquired, the ability to think, critical thinking, the ability to agree to disagree without fighting each other, that's a part of your education. Your ability and your willingness to respect each other, superiors, subordinates, colleagues, that's a part of your education. You need to understand that, brothers. At this point, I will ask Mr. Robert Miller to come forward and bring us greetings. Mr. Miller, please.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies. Let me acknowledge Mrs. Dawkins, representing Dr. Tamika Pearce, Chairman of the Board of Governors at Portmore Community College, and all the board members that are here. Mrs. Corinne Richards, Principal of this noble institution, other Vice Principals, Let me acknowledge Mrs. Sophia Forbes Hall, Director for Region 6, and other members from the Ministry of Education and Youth. Let me also acknowledge Mr. Arlington Roberts, President of the alumni here at Portmore Community College, academic staff, administrative staff, auxiliary staff, graduates, well-wishers, good afternoon. Permit me to ask a graduate just to stand and to come right beside me. I hope he's here. Tyrone McDonald, is he here? And I want Mr. and Mrs. McDonald to come forward as well. So Tyrone's story is similar to mine. So I look at your team overcoming hurdles, destined to lead. Come Tyrone. So, for example, I was not recommended in grade 5 and grade 6 to sit the common entrance. At that time, the common entrance was a big thing. All the major tabloids would carry your name if you were successful at the common entrance, and my name was not published. It took me 5 attempts to pass the English language, because I needed the English language to matriculate to tertiary institution, and it took me 5 attempts at a grade 3. And my friend said, are you going to take over the English? And I said, no, I'm satisfied with what I have, because I could use it to matriculate to tertiary education. Now Tyrone is dear to me. I met Tyrone and his family, his mom, Miss McDonald and Mr. McDonald a couple years ago. They are part of my constituents. Now Tyrone was given a verdict, Mrs. Richards, that he would not pass secondary school because Tyrone is autistic. And we had a discussion. I got permission to tell the story, right? So Tyrone was told that he would not pass the secondary level education. Now when I met Tyrone, I saw Tyrone as a bright young guy who is willing to give back to his country, Jamaica. And Tyrone did not allow the hurdles that he faced to stop him from matriculating his dreams. Now if you know Tyrone, Tyrone can draw any building. He's very good at technical drawing, and he's also pursuing a course of art, level 3 in drafting. Now, look at Tyrone today. He's graduating with not only his draft degree that he will get from art soon, but he's graduating today with his associate degree. As his member of parliament, I try relentlessly to assist as best as I can, but I want to commend his parents as well for the sacrifice they have played for him, for allowing him to pursue his long life dreams. There are many Tyrones out there. There are many stories out there. Capture those stories. Overcome the hurdles that are before you. You have been tattered and torn. You're matriculating from Portmore Community College to give back to Jamaica, land we love. You're asked to serve your country. You're asked to ensure that you solve the complex situations that await you. And we expect nothing less. Obstacles, hurdles will come, but you will overcome them, and you will be called to lead in a country that is short on leadership. I commend the teachers, the administrative staff here at Portmore Community College. And let me hope, as I've directed the board, that next year, the graduating class, we will be having that graduating ceremony, Mrs. Richards, in our new Portmore Community College building. Because we need a new building, right? So let me hope that we will have groundbreaking. And I told you about Tyrone. And every time when I come to this graduation exercise, I must big up my teacher, because she taught me at high school and she molded me in the person who I am today. And I want you to give a round of applause for Mrs. Andrea Nichols Higgins. Right? She allowed me to pass accounts at the secondary level, and I owe it all to her. So I want to commend the teachers. I know the teachers here. I know that you have some very good teachers. I want to commend the parents, the spouses that are here, who have deprived themselves to ensure that you have a solid education. And for that, I want to tell you thanks. The community members, everybody in the community love this school. Without a shadow of a doubt, this school is one of the best premier tertiary institutions in the Caribbean. No man, no sound like you don't believe it. And I'm not just talking. I know for a fact, and I encourage you, as I know Mr. Roberts will tell you, graduates, to come back and to give back to your alma mater. It is extremely important not only to come and pay off what you have owed the school, but give back in your services and assist a child to matriculate to where you are today. Your work has just begun. You all are looking very beautiful and handsome out there. But you are called in such a time like this to lead and to give those strategic advice to a country that is yearning. I read a book from one of my friends, The Art of Leadership, by Jamie Pottinger. And his father in the book, he said that he was working for this big company, and they had some problems with garbage disposal, and they spent a lot of money and couldn't solve the problem. And they were in a big meeting trying to get ways in which they could solve the problem. And the janitor came in, and the CEO asked the janitor, what can we do to solve this problem? We want to spend so much money on this, and we still not work. We want to buy a truck. And that was the solution. As simple as it is to buy a garbage truck that solves the problem. You are asked to come up with creative ideas. There will be hurdles, there will be obstacles, but you're properly trained here at PCC to lead and to solve those issues. Let me thank you all. Congratulations, Tyrone, and all the best. And let me thank you all and all the best to you in your endeavors, and may the good Lord bless you richly.
Well said, Mr. Roberts. Mr. Robert Miller. Well said. Thank you very much. I'd like to acknowledge Miss Kimoy Jackson from the Council of Community College of Jamaica, and I'm going to invite her right now to come and bring greetings to us. Ms. Jackson, please.
Thank you. Allow me to acknowledge Dr. Peart, Board Chairman, Principal, Mrs. Corinne Richards, Guest Speaker, Mrs. Forbes Hall, MP, Mr. Miller, Deputy Mayor, Mr. Campbell, Vice Principals, faculty, staff, graduates, parents, well-wishers, good afternoon. It is with great pleasure and a profound sense of pride that the Council of Community Colleges of Jamaica celebrates this remarkable occasion with the Portmore Community College family. On behalf of CCCJ and the Secretariat, I extend my warmest congratulations to each one of you. Graduation is merely a ceremony. It is a testament to your dedication, perseverance, and the pursuit of knowledge. Today, we witness the fruits of your hard work, and it is truly an honor to share this momentous occasion with you. Graduates, embrace challenges with confidence and use the lessons learned within the walls of PCC to navigate the complexities of the world. I am confident that you will embrace the responsibility that comes with the privilege of education and use your newfound skills to lead human development in a way that is not only intellectually enriching, but also socially and environmentally responsible. On behalf of the Council of Community Colleges of Jamaica, I extend our heartfelt congratulations once again. May your accomplishments today be the foundation for a future filled with success, fulfillment, and meaningful contributions to our beloved Jamaica and beyond. Congratulations again. Thank you.
Special individuals to this institution, the College that Cares. And when I acknowledge these three people, I'm going to kindly ask them to stand. You know why? Everybody must know who they are. Very important that you know them, not just by name, by face as well. I will start off with our captain. Our captain of the Portmore Public College. That's our principal I'm talking about. Yes, she's our captain. She leads the team here. Mrs. Corinne Richards. We have close by, I'm trying to find her, Vice Principal, Academic and Student Affairs, Dr. Dawn Barrett Adams. We also have another extra special person in our midst. She is the chairman of the graduation committee. She's also the acting vice principal for administration, Mrs. Andrea Neville-Higgins. And the audience, along with their team, senior lecturers, and the staff of this college, they make things happen. They make things happen. And you're seeing the beauty of the place. They make things happen. All right? And I want to really say thanks to all of them for their leadership of this college, Portmore Public College, the college that cares. Could we now have the Portmore singers? Let's hear for them, please. Portmore singers. The MC is now speaking. Please no silence, please. I have a very serious apology to make to my principal, Mrs. Richards. Ms. Rich, I actually refer to them as Portmore singers, but they're Portmore dancers. I mean, when I saw the director, I kicked out those other places. I was tempted to copy this man. Mr. Senator, give us just 15 seconds. I want no singing, please. I just want to see director out of that. With all of the pressure we are under to get things done, we enjoy ourselves. We do. Madam Richards, Principal Remark, let's invite you to come, please.
After that presentation, I'm sure you'll understand if I need a minute to catch my breath, right? Because I was sitting in the front, and so I was getting all the vibes, so I could feel it. So let me catch my breath as I stand here before you. Now my remarks are going to be relatively short this evening, because I think that after our MP spoke, I don't really have very much more to say. Right, sir? I did not know you were copied on my PowerPoint, but thank you very much for highlighting the points. So I will only show basically this evening. Graduates, I'm going to speak to you. Students, I can tell you off the bat, the first thing that I miss having you on the campus. It's not the same without you here in the evenings and in the night. I know it is so convenient for you to be at home and to do it online. I understand, but I must say that we miss you. We miss you being here in the evening. We miss seeing you and the children. We miss the little ones that used to come with you, and we truly miss you being here. But at the same time, we're so proud of you. This evening, I want to speak to you about what I call my 3 C's. And these is choice, change, and consequence. And as simple as the definition of choice is making decisions that will impact our lives, sometimes the lives of others, or supposed ability to decide between alternatives. When you decided to further your education at Portmore Community College, that was a choice. Because you had a choice of other institutions. You had a choice perhaps of sending your children to school. You had a choice perhaps of buying the car. You had a choice of perhaps buying the house. You had a choice of doing so many things, but you made a choice. And I hope you realize that in making that choice, it was a good choice. I hope this evening for your families that have made the sacrifice, that you made a wise choice. But not only you made that choice, but MP, many years ago, approximately 33 or 34 years ago, the choice was made to establish Portmore Community College. And that choice was to provide high quality post-secondary education to the communities that it served. And why establish a community college? Because for many persons, it is challenging to move on, as the MP so eloquently spoke, and as our proud students stood up here, that many times some of us need that additional time, help, nurturing, and opportunity that is not often offered in many of the traditional universities and colleges, because the community college respond to the needs of the people in the community. The choice and the decision of the Ministry of Education to establish the 6th form program. Now, I was saying to my regional director that we want to partner some more with the region to bring about more knowledge and understanding of the 6th form program, and even more so, the significant role that Portmore Community College plays in the 6th form program. In fact, the majority of our students this year, our first-year students, our pre-college students, are all part of the 6th form program. They receive the sponsorship. So that wise decision that was made at the Ministry of Education to allow that additional time for young people, many of whom left high school without achieving the necessary qualification to matriculate into higher education, was a wise decision. It is bearing fruit, Madam Regional Director. It is bearing fruit. We have quite a number of students who have moved on to grade 13, right, my EO? Right, and she monitors us, and she comes here and she checks and she makes sure, and in fact, if I'm not, tomorrow you'll be spending some time with us so we can highlight where the students are and what they're doing. So for those of you who have young ones, friends, persons who may be leaving high school next year or are there out of high school now, please remember that Portmore Community College, a wholly owned government institution, is a part of the 6th form program. And then of course, students, there is change. Because when you make a choice, you expect to see change, correct? Yes, because change, becoming different in a particular way without permanently losing one's former self. And I chose that one, a cause of transformation. Because when you change, what you're doing is actually adding to what you already have. I am sure all of you sitting in front of me this evening can say that I know my inner self, who I always was, who I am, and this degree is merely adding to who I am, isn't it? It is that kind of change that is taking place. The change And for many of you, the change is rare. I've had the pleasure and the honor and the humbling feeling of hearing my students say, Miss, I got a promotion. Miss, I got the job. Miss, I was able to move to afford to get a better place to live. Miss, I can take care of my children better because you have received a degree from Portmore Community College. That change is not just you, but it is a change that it brings to your family, to your children, to your spouse, to your parents, to your neighbors, to the community, and by extension, MP, the country, the development of the country. And I'm going to tell you something, MP. Portmore Community College furnishes all government ministries with high-performing graduates. Am I speaking the truth, students? Raise your hands for me, graduates who come government institution, Ministry of Education, Ministry of Finance, right, Alwinton? Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Labor, all of the ministries, Ministry of National Security, and in addition to that, many private sector organizations. We have the Port Authorities, we have the Wasinco, we have all the different companies, banks, even CCCJ, our graduates are there building our organization. So we have placed our graduates in many strategic places. So most times you go and you're dealing with a very professional, competent person. No, it's not a university graduate. It's a better graduate. It's a PCC graduate with a perfect blend of theory, a perfect blend of knowledge, a perfect blend of practical skills, and a perfect blend of knowing what to do when you go out in the world of work. Correct? Not just a piece of paper. So, you change. The college also changed because, of course, we're education. So we change in putting on new programs. As I said before, we have taken on the sixth form program. We change also, as my MP has said, and I want you to know it is no thank you story, it is a reality. My dream, my hope, even if I am not the sitting principal at the time, is to ensure that the campus for Portmore Community College in Portmore is constructed. And we will definitely, sir, be having more discussions because we are a way down, and so we want to ensure that when we break ground, the government will be so inclined to say, you know what, these people mean business. Let's find the 3 billion and give them, because they'll make it back in no time. Correct? Right, sir? Putting you on the spot, right, MP? Okay. Also, our ministry, as you know, and I'm going to leave my able regional director to speak about, because you must have heard about it. You hear about the trending, right? Yes, you must. Trend. That is the transformation of education for national development, and she will talk to you more about that. And that is where we're headed, everyone. The trend. We're going to build this country because we're second to none. And of course, there are consequences. Remember that everything that you do carries consequences. The phenomenon that follows and is caused by a previous phenomenon, or as a result of something you did or do. There are always consequences for choices and the changes that it brings. And what we want is to have what? Positive consequences. And so as we go forward this evening, I am sure that the change that you have made, based on the choice that you made, that there will be positive consequences. Not just for you, but your extended family, and also Jamaica, your community. Now, having gone through all of that, we're saying that the government, the ministry, the college, we also make choices that have consequences. And that is why when we're doing something, we have to be very strategic in what we're doing. And so in our 2021-26 strategic plan, our guiding principles are there. I thought my PowerPoint was up and running, but it is not. So our guiding principles are there to guide us, to ensure that we are carrying out what is necessary to build the institution. is to strive to provide an environment in which all students can achieve academic success through contemporary and secondary education and compassionate student support. Because after all, we are the college that cares. And caring doesn't mean that there are not times when we don't, maybe buck our toes or fall short, but we still care and we still try to make it work for us. In closing, I just want to highlight a few things, and I really would love my PowerPoint to be up because there's something that I need you to see. Not sure what is happening with my technical team, but our student enrollment for this academic year, our full-time student is approximately, well, almost 100% sure, 1,120 students. Our part-time student is 1,040. And I can tell you that of the community colleges, we have perhaps the largest part-time group of students. More than 80% of our students, more than 80%, more than 80% of our students are year one students. Our year one students are from the MOE sixth form program. Why am I emphasizing that? Because we always remember that as a government institution, we are here to ensure that our strategic imperative fits into or dovetails into the strategic imperative of the Ministry of Education. And so when the ministry comes up with something that will help our students, we are going to be there. Now, many persons do not understand, because again, sometimes I think we don't highlight it enough. But this year, since 2021, I want to highlight to you that we have graduated over 1,236 graduates, both at the associate and at the bachelor level. In fact, our bachelor program is growing by leaps and bounds because most students who come right now are not leaving at the associate degree, but they're moving on to the bachelor. Mr. Frater, if you could just go right to the pictures for me, please, because I'm wrapping up. Right. And of course, the importance of making the changes to bring about the objectives from our strategic goal. We have to always pay attention to our staff. So our staff development. Recently, we've had a number of staff development activities. We have looked at some of the new laws coming on stream, like the Data Protection Act, the Sexual Harassment Act. We're going to be looking now at AI. How does that complement? We also need to pay attention to what is known as STEM. But I'll be frank with you, we have been STEMing and STEAMing a long time because we have the science, we have the technology, we have the math, and of course we have the engineering. So we have our engineers. In fact, let me brag a little. Our engineering students do their associate degree here, and then they move on to UTech to do the engineering degree, the bachelor's. So they complete their associate here, then move on to do their bachelor's degree in their engineering program. That's where they specialize. And topping the list, Dean Honor on Dean's Roll are Portmore Community College students. We top the list. So when we go to UTech, we compare with the students who are there, and we top the list. So don't let anybody fool you. When you do a program here, you are getting solid education, second to none. In addition to that, as we mentioned, our activities is not just academic, because we want, and that's what I tell you, we miss the business launch, and we miss all of those evenings when we had all those activities. So now we're going to have to find a way, while we do the majority of things online, to weave in some of those again, so we can still have you, because you're such a good example for the younger ones who come in full-time paid program. So we have our extracurricular activities, and you're just seeing there. And by the way, Minister, MP, although we don't have no play field, we still have these UTech and UWS. What can I say? When you're good, no, sir? That's right. So, I mean, yeah, we play and we win them, okay? And that, you can imagine when we get, wait until you see, hurry up and go on, because I want to close off. So wait until young ones who are here all day, they're doing their activities. Please go to the really interesting. You see that thing there? Everybody can see. Those who can't see it, I want you to stand up and look. That is the concept design for the new Portmore College campus right next door. So in case you think it was a pipe dream, it is not. We have the conceptual design, and we will now be going out to procure the services of the architects and the engineers to complete the design. Because you see, this is what we did. We met together and we said what we want, and we had our brainstorming, and we developed what is known as a development plan. We have a college development plan, and so we did what is known as a client brief, where we met and we said these are the things we want. We want auditorium, we want this, we want our nursing department to have its simulation lab, and we want all those things. And so after brainstorming, you know, like when you went to build a house and you know you want the room over there, so, and the bathroom and so forth, then you get somebody with the technical knowledge to take all of your dreams and all of the things you want and to put it into a concept design. So it starts to become real. So when he brought it to us, when the architect brought it to us, we look and we say, no man, put this there, so we want to make sure that we have somewhere for the students. We want a proper play field with a track and football field. We want to ensure that we have a big auditorium, that when the ministry gives us the money, we can have the auditorium to earn some more funds, because you know we want them to understand that, you know, we don't like the two-two dependency. We want to be able to say that we're a viable entity, we're a viable business. Understand? We're a viable business. We can make back the money. And so we want to have the facilities. And of course, what will happen? The more facilities we have is the wider programs we can offer. No more will our students have to go to UTech to do their bachelor in engineering, because we're going to have a full engineering lab. We can do all the things that we want. We can go right up. I saw a young man who wanted to do nursing. What a lot of people don't know is that we train some of the best nurses at the community college. You didn't know that, don't you? Yes. And where are my nurses? Where are my nurses? Because I know you. See them down there. And that's only a group, that's only a small group of them. The others are not here. So when you go to the hospital, maybe somebody that you see, that beautiful, kind person, because it's kind nurses we send out, not the rough one there, that come to you to assist you, may very well be a PCC graduate. And what we want to do when we have expanded and gotten our campus is to build out that we will now offer the Bachelor in Nursing. So now we're offering the Associate in Applied Science in Nursing, and we're going to bump it up to the Bachelor. Right, Kimoy? Because PCC and CCCJ, we have our bachelor's degree in nursing. Right, so those are some of the things that we're doing. And finally, we know we have two campuses, right? Right, so we have our Old Harbor campus. And the Old Harbor campus, there's also a plan of food for them. Because in Old Harbor, we have our hospitality and tourism management. And that's our flagship program there. Anybody from HTM up here, graduate? Again, second to none. When the persons who come to get them to go abroad to do other work and travel, Mrs. Degu, they come back and say, of all the students that they send, the universities and the colleges, the PCC students shine, and they immediately want them to return again. I'm not making it up. We're going to provide it when we do a little team coming soon. Seriously, students, when they go, they shine. When they go to the hotels to work, sometimes if you know mind shop, they don't want them to come back to finish the degree because they're so good. And that is because of the dedication of the staff that know how to turn them hand with passion and make no out of it. And so in Old Harbor, we have some damaged building, so you might not be able to see, but one of the things that we need to enhance our bachelor's degree is to add a baking lab, some classroom, and of course, we need to replace our computer and science lab because the building will have to be demolished. And so we are putting the drawing together because one thing about us is saying, Madam Regional Director, you see when we go to the ministry, ministry, we don't want to go empty-handed to start from scratch. No. We like to go with something and say, listen, this is what we have, this is what we want, can you meet us? So we don't just want to say, let's start it for us. No, we go with something because that is the way it puts us down the road. And there's some other things that we want to do that will help us even more to go down the road. So students, this evening we have come to one of the stops in your journey, and that is to get your degree. And I want you to know that I speak on behalf of all your lecturers, the heads of department, our administrative and ancillary staff, many of whom work behind the scenes, but we're all so very, very, very proud of you. Students, believe me, when we get here and we work, sometimes you may not even understand. I'm sure that my colleagues from the ministry understand when the pressure comes down and we have to make things happen, and sometimes we have to make it happen in a short period of time with very little. But we do it because when we stand here today and look at you, and by the way, this is not even representing 50% of the persons who have graduated. We actually have far more graduates. If you look at your program, you will notice this is only a part of those students. And so when we look at you, we know that it has been worth the stress, the hard work, the commitment, and trying to ensure that you, our graduates, are successful in completing your course of study. So I wish you well. I pray for Jehovah's blessing on you all, on your family. I pray that everything that you do will be successful. I pray that you will not fight to go for the storm to end, but when the storm comes, you will put your anchor, you will be rock solid, and you will weather the storm, and you will come through because you're a PCC graduate, and you'll never come to a PMPR college, so you didn't get a PMPR degree. You know what it is to struggle to get a degree. So I know that you will stand strong, and you will build this country. So I'm proud of you. Bless you, bless you, bless you. Parents, family members, spouses, children, auntie, everybody that support these persons. Congratulations to you two, and we thank you for your unwavering support. To my board of management, unfortunately our chairman, an unexpected event came up and she was very sorry to miss the graduation, but we know that we'll have a chance to meet with her again. So board of management, our ministry, our parent ministry, who is there with us all the way to provide support, we want to say thank you. I could not end by saying without saying thank you to my colleagues. My colleagues, I know that there are times when the principal have to be the principal, and you know what I mean. But at the same time, I want it to be abundantly clear that there is no PCC, there is no college, no graduates without you, my colleagues. You are the wind beneath the wings of everything in PCC. You are the standard bearers. You are the soldiers that carry this institution forward, and will continue to do so until we have built it to where we want it to go. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful rest of the day.
I'm going to tell you something about Mrs. Richards that you didn't know. You saw her displaying diagrams of buildings and those things, and you might be wondering as a principal if she knows what she's talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand here as a witness. When it comes to infrastructural design and development, she's second to none. Second to none. I have been here and I've seen it. And I'm seeing it all in terms of how she has transformed the place. Madam Richards, thanks again. Miss Gillian Brown, could you come please and introduce our speaker?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed colleagues, and distinguished guests. It is my utmost pleasure Region 6 at the Ministry of Education and Youth. Mrs. Forbes Hall, a luminary in the field of education, is a true testament to unwavering dedication, tireless commitment, and an unyielding passion for shaping the future of education in Jamaica. Her academic journey is a tapestry of the illustrious achievements marked by a profound impact of educational institutions, curriculum development, and fostering a culture of excellence. With a pending doctorate in education leadership from Temple University, Philadelphia, Mrs. Forbes Hall boasts a rich educational background, encompassing a bachelor's degree in advanced linguistics with a minor in international relations from the University of the West Indies, as well as a master's in the English language. Her pursuit of knowledge and expertise is further augmented by her graduate studies at Shorty Teachers College, where she attained a diploma in teaching with a specialization in linguistics and literature. Her professional trajectory is a diverse array of leadership roles and transformative contributions. From her tenure as a dedicated educator at Edwin Allen High School and Excelsior High School, where her impact was reflected in an astounding 98% CSAT pass rate in English A. To her role as principal at Woodford All Age, where she facilitated the donation of brand new computers for the school's ICT program, her influence has been inedible. Mrs. Forbes' Hall dedication extends beyond individual institutions. As a senior education officer in various divisions of the Ministry of Education, she spearheaded curriculum development, conceptualized innovative teaching methodologies, and championed the progressive language learning program, leaving an enduring mark on the educational landscape. Her leadership as Director of Regional Educational Service in Region 6 further exemplifies her visionary approach, marked by the establishment of new educational institutions, transitioning basic schools into standalone infant schools, and fostering community school partnerships. Beyond her professional endeavors, Mrs. Forbes Hall is deeply rooted in her faith and community, actively participating in Church of the Holy Trinity and serving as a former president of the St. Catherine Anglican Educators. Mrs. Forbes Hall is the wife of Mr. Clayton Hall and is a mother. Her dedication to family and her passion for mysteries, love for entertaining guests, and appreciation for Jamaica's cultural heritage demonstrates her multifaceted and vibrant persona. It is with great honor and anticipation that we welcome Mrs. Sophia L. Forbes Hall, a beacon of educational excellence, to share her invaluable insights, experiences with us today. Thank you.
Ms. Brown, I'm sure she is using up more than 20 minutes of my designated time. I want to thank her notwithstanding for the warm introduction. I'm truly appreciative of that introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to relax a little and enjoy the Ministry of Education trend advertisement. Mr. Leon Thomas, represented by Deputy Mayor Mr. Alric Campbell, Mr. Robert Miller, Member of Parliament for St. Catherine Southeastern. I have a way of getting this part wrong, you know. Dr. Donna Powell Wilson, Johnson, Executive Director of the CCJ, and of course today she's represented by Ms. Kimoy Jackson. Dr. Tamika Pear, Chairman of the Board of Management, Portmore Community College, represented by Mrs. Verona Dawkins. Mrs. Corinne Richards, Principal, members of staff, members of the Student Guild, graduates all, parents and well-wishers, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. No, I am from country, so I don't take that kind of greeting. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Exceptionally great. First, may I, on behalf of the Ministry of Education and Youth, thank you for the invitation today to join this very, very happy occasion. The graduation ceremony at the Portmore Community College's class of 2023. It is always a great pleasure to join in celebrating the accomplishments of the youth. I want you all graduates to put your hands together as we celebrate your marvelous achievement today. May I congratulate you and all your well-wishers and your supporters whose input have taken you all the way to this point today. I also want to take a moment, ladies and gentlemen, to acknowledge all staff members here who have played a pivotal role in supporting and guiding you throughout your academic journey. I acknowledge and I applaud your investment into the lives of these young Jamaicans. And even if you're not so young, you are young tonight, okay? All right, so graduates, you will learn over time that personal accomplishments usually take the effort of the individual supported by a team. And this is more or less what your principal expressed earlier. None of us get where we are without the assistance and the support of others. And so while you move up the trajectory of your accomplishments, I always want you to look behind you, remembering on whose shoulders you literally walked on to get where you are. Today's awards of degrees and certificates is a testament of the effectiveness of your team, your team, your team, your team. Undoubtedly, the academic, administrative, and ancillary staff here at the Portmore Community College played a significant role in helping you to get to your goals. I want to tell you a little story. So I went to college, Teachers College at 16, 17 thereabouts. And when I got there, I struggled. Literally struggled. And I know a lot of you looking on at me are asking, in what way did you struggle? I was not ready for Teachers College. Yes? I should have gone somewhere else to get the experience of teaching before I got there, because it required more than the academics. Teachers College required a certain level of maturity and a certain acknowledgement that I am willing to extend myself as a mature human being to education, to educating the young students. Now, in this regard, the Ministry of Education and Youth underscores its appreciation of the PCC as a valuable partner. Your principal spent a lot of time talking about the value that this institution brings to the sustainability and development of Jamaica. We are pleased to note your expanded program offerings in response to industry needs. And I want to stress that, because a community college that does not respond to industry needs, to the needs of the community, will become obsolete over time. We have a total of over 400 graduates here today, and that is very, very significant. It says that wherever you are, whether you are working in the Ministry of Education, whether you are working in the Ministry of Finance, and let me see the Ministry of Education graduates today. Where are you? Come on, jump up. Where's Shakira? Come on, Shakira, jump up. Excellent. I want to congratulate all of you, because your investment in education means at which you are currently employed or will be employed. We want to acknowledge, of course, the courses that are currently offered, we believe that these are critical to the sustainable growth of the country. I want to acknowledge our graduates in business studies. Let me hear you. Hospitality and tourism management and information systems as two. Let me hear you. Let me hear our social workers. We don't have any here. They didn't come today? Okay, I'm seeing one. Excellent. And for those of you who are not listed here, I want to again acknowledge the tremendous sacrifices that you have made to this education sector. Now, the associate degree in architecture and construction, alongside those other courses offered at Hart College of Construction Service next door, makes this location the hub for developing well-needed talent in this city. And this city, of course, being Portmore, the fastest growing in the English-speaking Caribbean. So we're promising that PCC will never have its doors closed. If the city grows, then PCC grows. You have acquired knowledge and training in areas deemed useful in the labor market, and it underscores the theme of tonight's graduation, overcoming hurdles, destined to lead. And I want to pause here, just elaborate a little, colleagues. You do not have to be defined or identified as a manager to assume leadership roles. And I want you to get that. So we have to understand that whatever our job functions are, we assume leadership immediately of these job functions. Yes, the workplace is wide and varied and you're expected to be promoted, but it doesn't always happen like that. But be comforted that you bring substance to the table because you're indeed a graduate of the PCC. By providing a second chance for students subscribing to the alternative pathways to secondary education mandated by the ministry, you're indeed helping many students to get a firmer footing as they prepare for the world of work and of course further studies. And we want to congratulate PCC as you continue to partner with us at the Ministry of Education to ensure a more able and empowered citizenry. Ladies and gentlemen, if this exponential growth is an indication of what is to come, Jamaica can be assured that this institution will play a significant role in transforming education and providing opportunities for our young people to be marketable, all over the world. I therefore would like to congratulate the class of 2023. You look wonderful. You look confident. You look powered up. You look passionate. And you look as though you are ready to take on the world. I see a lot of hope here today. I know that many of you are coming from humble circumstances like myself. As you progress through life, do not forget your roots and those persons who toiled hard to help you to get to where you are. Associate in your workplace with the best of the best. Associate in your workplace, in your church, with the best of the best. Learn from those who can inspire you and use these instances as motivation for your dreams. Many of you are excited that you have successfully climbed another important rung of the education ladder. It is a big achievement and it's worth celebrating. Don't be too humble to celebrate. Yes, because degrees don't come easy. Some of you might be worried that you have completed one journey and still you feel you might have only started. And I can tell you, yes, you have only started. But you have your life ahead of you. And in that lifetime, you have opportunities to inspire others. Take things in stride, but aim for the sky as you have been encouraged to do. There are others among you who are thinking about the responsibilities that are awaiting you. Responsibilities at home, responsibilities to the Student Loan Bureau, responsibilities to your family members from whom you borrowed money. Yes? Responsibility from your community who sponsored you your education. Yes? I want to encourage you to take your dreams one day many. And as long as you have life, you have hope. You will do well because you believe in yourself and Jamaica believes in you. I know there are a lot of mixed emotions today, uncertain expectations, and great optimism along with the happiness that is bubbling in this space today. This is a natural part of life. Enjoy this moment, as there will be no other time exactly like this one. This is a special moment. Embrace it and thank the Lord Almighty that you had the opportunity to celebrate. Some of you might even be wondering whether the investment in education is worth it. And this is a question that you're going to have to ask yourselves for the rest of your life. So you heard a while ago a reference to my doctoral program in my introduction. When I started out during COVID, I was bored, I had nothing to do. And when I say nothing to do, I didn't have to run up and down, yes, going to the office back and forth. And so I was introduced to the program. At that time, colleagues, I expected that I would have been compensated at the end of my study, yes? And see, your principal is laughing at me. Yes. So the rule then was that I should have been compensated 2 increments above my current salary, having completed the program. Well, COVID done. And what do you think happened? Compensation review began or continued and was completed. And there's a new arrangement around town, colleagues, that you do not benefit from a new degree once you are already in the system. So we're moving from a situation of almost $4 million in 3 years, yes, where you're expected to be given a meager increment, but now you're hearing you're not even getting that meager increment. The question is it worth it? Is it worth it? My answer to my question, it is worth it. Am I a better human being for that doctoral degree pending? Exceptionally better human being. And so, I relay this story to you because I want you to understand, colleagues, that educational success, educational achievement is not always aligned to finance. And you have to be clear about that. So education is about your mind, developing your mind so you can be a better citizen. Education is also about understanding that exposure allows you opportunities that you didn't even dream of. So not everything, not all your educational achievements should be measured financially, okay? To remind you, education never decays. Always remember, education is an appreciating asset. Is your car an appreciating asset? Absolutely not. So if you decide to buy a $20 million vehicle, remember that in a year you're going to sell it back for $16 to $17 million. But do you get better as a human being with education? Definitely. Are you able to stand up in crowds and speak on education, speak on engineering, speak on hospitality, speak on business? Are you able to do that? It is education that allows you to do that. And so I want to encourage all of you to continue your lifelong learning, because at the end of the day, we are all measured by our excellence, and education contributes to that. The Ministry of Education and Youth maintains a special relationship with this institution through financing of some specific programs. We take this interest because of our strategic positioning of this institution as a first-class tertiary institution in this rapidly growing community. However, we can acknowledge that more needs to be done to guide the higher education sector, which includes community colleges, into its next phase of development in Jamaica. Among the key recommendations from the Jamaica Education Transformation Commission, JETC, and I invite all of you to go online and read the report. And this, of course, regarding
regarding tertiary education is for the establishment of a higher education policy that gives a strategic framework for the funding and development of the sector. That requires legislative action, taking into consideration the Education Act of 1980. It provides limited oversight of the current tertiary sector and the one that we envision for Jamaica. At this time, the higher education policy framework, I'm happy to report, is 95% complete, with 2 key areas requiring further analysis and consultation. Following that, we will carry out sensitization activities before submitting it to the Houses of Parliament for approval. I am hoping, sincerely hoping, that PCC will become critical partners in the consultation of this policy document. Additionally, we will be lobbying institutions such as you, of course, to engage with us. These and several other initiatives are aimed at creating, ladies and gentlemen, a world-class tertiary sector by 2030, with the work currently underway under the Transformation Education for National Development Initiative, and that's TREND. Graduates, it is important to remember that this is but one signpost on your journey, just one. And there will be many more opportunities for growth and learning ahead. Use the knowledge and skills you have been equipped with to positively impact the world around you. And never underestimate the power that you hold to effect meaningful change in your communities and beyond. So you are no Pion graduates. You did not attend a Pion institution. And importantly, you're not from a Pion region. Region 6 is where we inspire and we nurture greatness. We believe that all our students from early childhood to the tertiary sector, they come to us great. And to us, we talk about our principals and our teachers and lecturers. They're great people, and our job is to learn from you as much as you learn from us. In closing, I would like to once again extend my heartfelt congratulations to the Portmore Community College's graduating class of 2023. Your graduation represents a remarkable accomplishment. Do not simplify it. So I repeat, a remarkable accomplishment, and I have no doubt that you will go on to achieve great things in the years to come. Congratulations, all of you, and best wishes for a bright and successful future. Let us transform Jamaica for national development and for a brighter tomorrow. TREND, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon.
Thank you. Very perfect presentation. I'm going to call on Mr. Gill, President. Mr. Gill, Student Gill, President. Theodore Doyle.
Graduates to stand, and everyone here to stand, and let us learn the trend advertisement. That's why I was sent here, I was sent here to help you to participate in the trend excitement. So, Mr. Miller, no candles. I try my best at it. Anybody wants to come up and help me? Who is coming? Mr. Miller, yes, and he must come. Come, Mr. Miller. Come, Mr. Miller. Even rock like this. Yes. Mr. Music Man is getting ready. I noticed there are some among us who are seated, but you're tired. All right, well, my graduates will help me. Which of my graduates is coming to help me with the dancing part? Come on, man, your dance is shy. Come on.
If I may, if I Dr. Dawes as well, Dr. Buzz is my opponent.
Today, the honor has been given to me to express our gratitude to this evening's guest speaker. The beauty of empowering others is that your own power is not diminished in the process. Words of Andrew Carnegie. Today, Madam Guest Speaker, you gave us so much and lost nothing. Mrs. Sophia Forbes Hall, the wealth of knowledge you have shared with us has not only empowered and enlightened us, but has enabled us to be a part of what is right with our nation. This evening, you have charged our graduates to charge their dreams one step at a time, not to be anxious, not to be overwhelmed, because the reward in the end is great. You have given us all more than just words of encouragement for the journey ahead, but also words of wisdom and experience that will positively impact our lives eternally. We truly appreciate you, Mrs. Forbes Hall, for not only accepting our invitation, but for presenting in such a way that truly adds value to our lives. You have reminded us to overcome our hurdles without sweat, because we are destined to lead, destined for greatness. Your thoughts have truly inspired us, and I am sure, without a doubt, that this graduating class will use your words as guiding principles as they start this new chapter of their life. Please accept this token of our appreciation and our splendid remainder of the day. Thank you, and God bless you.
saw you up here. And Dr. Dawes, the caretaker candidate for the St. Catherine's South Eastern constituency. Welcome, Dr. Dawes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to have our graduates presented to us officially by our vice principal. Before she comes, because I just want to have a little advice to our graduates before she comes. You see, after she has presented the graduates will change in the twinkling of an eye. Your current graduates, after she's finished with you and give you what you are here for, she will tell you what you are, what you will be. Alright, but you'll be changed. So before that, I'd like to just give a 1 minute of advice here. I want to read a quotation from Eleanor Roosevelt. Success is a sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. I also have a quote from Albert Einstein. Persistence is the most powerful force on earth. This speaks of consistency, persistence. You have to keep at it. You have to keep current. You can't just stand where you are. Keep going. Do some more things. Right? Do some more things. As a matter of fact, consistency and persistence is a strong factor on God's agenda. Matthew 7 verse 7, it reminds us that we must ask and keep asking, seek and keep seeking, knock and keep knocking. It is when you do that and you gather all the resources at your disposal that you'll be able to overcome the hurdles and the challenges that will confront you. And then leave those kind words with you. I'm going to invite Dr. Dawn Barrett Adams now to come and coordinate the presentation of our grant. Let's hear for her, please.
slipped away. Our guest speaker, distinguished guests, like humble colleagues, graduates, parents, supporters, and friends, students, good evening. I will continue the trend and of course the dancing as we now go to the highlight of this evening's ceremony, our presentation of our graduates. It is indeed an honor for me to present the graduates at our 2023 graduation ceremony. And I know we're presenting the graduates of 2022 and 2023. The graduates are looking very gorgeous this afternoon. Of course, ladies and men, handsome graduates. You have shown resilience, especially through the disruptions caused by COVID. And of course, as we recover from the pandemic, you have also been resilient. And so we are very happy to be here with you as we congratulate you and share in this very momentous occasion and certainly celebrate your success. Graduates, I invite you to stand. Chairman, I certify that these graduates have completed the requirements as prescribed for their program of study and therefore are being awarded their certification for which they have been recommended. Please receive the graduates. I now call upon my heads of departments who will now present the certificates to our graduates. And as they come to the stage, they will invite the graduates from their department to stand and come and receive their certificates.
Arts and Humanities.
All protocols already have been observed. I now present to you from the Arts and Humanities Department Program Associate Degree in Social Work. I present to you Miss Naomi Bryan. Your round of applause. This opportunity to say that even though Naomi is a single person walking the stage, that if you look in your booklets, we have other graduates that are from this particular program as well as criminal justice. So another round of applause for Arts and Humanities as we join the trend.
Mrs. Elise Newville, Business and Professional Studies.
Of the Business and Professional Studies Department to stand. Dwayne Grant. Dana Hall. Takisha Hardy. Kimberly Hales Francis. Julie
Wait now, wait.
Good night again.
Both.
I have the hospitality and tourism graduates stand for me, please.
No, sir. Come stand right in front of me, sir. Everybody want to go up so quick. How far do you want to go?
We're awarding the bachelor for the hospitality and tourism student, Latifa Brown. Onika Daly. Ashley Johnson. Nayoka Lang. Tahira Love. Monique Malcolm. Shanice Pan Whit. Shabazz Phillips. Giovanni Webb. Yolanda Roberts. Jodine Scott. Andrea Vernon.
Giovanni.
Congratulations again.
No, can't take it.
Round of applause for Jodie.
Sorry. Take the picture with that, sir. No, picture with that.
Congratulations.
Hold it up. No, you have to hold it up.
in the clinics, in the hospital, and they were in there in the height of COVID. So give them a round of applause. They have come, and by the way, they are nurses. They're actually nurses.
You want to get this up, you use it too.
Working. So give them a round of applause. Thank you very much.
Mr. Jeremy Pinnock, Pure Applied Science.
I'm going to class because my
special for you, all right? So parents, supporters, let's just give our graduates a round of applause. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Adams. Congrats, graduates. You have been shaved. Ladies and gentlemen, as we settle down,
I guess they're gone.
we are now approaching two lovely items on the program. We're going to hear now from the valedictorian, Miss Crispin Grant. No, Miss Andrea Vernoy. Miss sing like that. Very important notice, we found a key which appears to be an Ignition Toyota vehicle key. If you have lost a key, please go and sign for it using your ID at the announcing board, please. Thank you. At this point, we're going to ask Mrs. Cheryl Ramsuru and Mr. Ricardo Hansen to present the special awards. Let's hear for them, please.
Protocol observed. I will be presenting the award to the most outstanding students in their area of study. First, I will start with the bachelor's degree. Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, accounting major, and that person will be Selena Hansen. Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Finance and Management major. And that person will be Kimberly Ailes Francis. Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Marketing major. That person will be Cameron Salman. Bachelor of Science in Hospitality and Tourism Management. That person will be Andrea Bernard. Outstanding award in Associate Degree Program. In our Associate of Science degree in Architectural and Construction Technology, that person will be Alton Mason. Associate of Science degree in Business Administration, and that person will be Kimberly Ailes Francis. Associate of Science degree in Engineering Technology, and and that person will be Therese Sherman. Associate of Science degree in Hospitality and Tourism Management, and that person will be Garfield Hines. The assistant nursing program, that person will be Abigail Parker. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to share with you a bit of information. Over the years, people in the communities.
Member of Parliament, Mrs. Sophia Portmore, our special guest speaker, board members, our lovely principal, vice principals, special guests, our wonderful family, friends, and of course, my stars, our fellow graduates. A pleasant evening to you all. The journey of 1,000 miles is set to begin with one small step. Our 1,000-mile journey commenced with the bold decision to apply to the Portmore Community College to pursue a degree in our chosen field. Many of us carry titles such as parents, spouses, and employees, which added complexity to our journey. It was sheer perseverance, dedication, and of course, teamwork with lecturers and our peers that saw us through. We embarked on our journey, attending classes either daily or weekly. And from the beginning, it was evident that we needed to pull our own weight, as our lecturers often emphasized that they were not merely teachers, but lecturers. However, our group was quite unique as we adapted and transitioned from the conventional face-to-face learning to the online modality due to the COVID-19 pandemic. This shift presented challenges for both students and lecturers who were navigating a new system. Despite the initial difficulties, we quickly grew to appreciate the convenience that online classes offer. I mean, who can forget multitasking, doing a load of laundry, preparing your lunch, all while classes were in session, but staying close enough to your devices so that when roll call would begin, you could open your mic and say, "Present, miss," or "Present, sir." It was challenging, but we stood our ground, overcoming poor internet connections, faulty devices, and not to mention the dreaded breakout rooms. Over the past 2 or 4 years, we sacrificed parties, family events, and on occasion, a good night's sleep for study sessions, group meetings, and those assignments, all in pursuit of passing our courses.
Therefore, we must remember not just the successes, but also the failures. The times when we have failed a course or gotten a bad grade are just as vital, as they taught us that above all, determination is key. After all, and I'm quoting Mr. Samuels here, after all, success is the sum of small efforts that are repeated day in and day out. Some of us began as shy caterpillars, but with the assistance of our lecturers, transformed into beautiful butterflies. We conceptualized businesses, we marketed them, we balanced books, and organized some of the most notable seminars in PCC history. Hindsight is indeed 2020. We often question and complain why we have so much assignments and presentations. But now it is clear that we were being prepared to be our best selves. We faced hurdles, we overcame challenges, and we are stronger for it. Each of us will carry our own unique memories and attachments to this prestigious college. From the connections we forged to the memorable moments we've shared. I recently learned of a cohort that originated in first year. They humorously named themselves Awesome Sauce. We're the Awesome Sauce members. And in pre-COVID era, they regularly met on this very compound to study for exams and do collaborative assignments. Their companionship deepened to the point where they not only celebrated birthdays together, but emerged into family and not just a group. Similar to their bond and the bonds that my friends and I have formed since first year, I believe many other students have that special group that they see as more than just a group, but family. Another graduate reflected on her initial experiences at the start of her studies. 6 weeks, yes, 6 weeks into the start of the program, she visited the school to inquire about the delay in her acceptance. Welcomed by the gracious Miss Masters, who reviewed her credentials and took her straight to Mrs. Newville. Now, in typical Mrs. Newville fashion, she handed her a few sheets of paper, a pen, and a pencil, and guided her straight to a class. The genuine care extended to us at Portmore Community College is truly unparalleled. Personally, my memory is engraved in the form of my PCC baby girl, who studied with me throughout my final semester. She kept me motivated and grounded, even when I felt like giving up. And I'm sure if she could talk, she would say, "Mommy, the accounting/finance and management seminar was exceptional." Our journey hasn't been easy, but anything worth doing is never easy. As we witness the culmination of our hard work, dedication, and sleepless nights, I'm sure we can all agree that it has been worth it. If you are ever in doubt about yourself and what you can achieve, reflect on the time spent here at PCC and what you have accomplished despite all the obstacles faced. Class of 2022 and 2023, one thing is for sure, we'll angle that.
Beautiful, beautiful service. Welcome them, please.
With every passing moment, thoughts of you run through my head. Every time that I'm near you, I realize that you're heaven sent, baby. I think you're truly something special, just what my dreams are really made of. Let's stay together, you and me, boy. There's no one like you around, oh baby. I really like what you done to me. I can't really explain it. I am so into you. I really like what you done to me. I can't really explain it. I'm so into you. It could be the way that you hold me. Could be the things that you say. Oh, I'm not too sure what it is, though, but I know I feel this way. Hey, I think you're truly something special.